fucking constantly throwing grenades at me.
Ah! No! I went down.
Oh, where you at?
Okay.
Oh God, please don't let him kill me while I'm trying to do this. I'm sure we'll get like a D for dying a million times.
Probably. You didn't pick me up, by the way.
I did, damn! All the way back, do it again, but I already did. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Game Boys Podcast. I was able to get my partner here to take a break from Minecraft so we can, get this knocked out. With me as usual, I'm James, and with me as usual, I have Will.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
So
yeah, I was playing Minecraft. I was modding it.
He was modding it. Oh Lord,
I was playing with mods. I was having fun.
He was playing with this little Minecraft, little pixel game.
I was playing the Dragon Block C mod.
So we're just gonna get right on into this, and we're gonna have ourselves a dandy little time here.
Oh, fine, dandy.
So might as well have a dandy time because I do have.
They call me Dandelion.
Dandelion, stop lying. I do have a bit of bad news for poor William, but I'm gonna save that.
The only thing he told me about it is it's something that I should have realized.
Yeah, poor guy. Speaking. So yeah. So I'm gonna save that though. I'm gonna let you stew on that idea for a little bit, and I'll save that for later on. Yeah, I think it's. I might as well not have you bummed out this entire episode here. I wouldn't want you to, be crying on the on our podcast.
It might be something I saw yesterday. Now I'm thinking about it.
Oh well,
I don't know. We'll find out.
So I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and do what we do. No point in changing too much. So let's talk about these very interesting games that we were able to stream. We both streamed on Friday, so was that? It's yesterday for us, but by the time this airs, it'll be a couple of days ago. Who wants to go first?
I feel like I should go first because we both played your game, so we could both chime in on that. So I played XO1, and
XO1.
I went into this game fully blind. I had no clue what it was about or anything because none of the pictures, none of the summary gave off anything when we read it off.
Yeah.
No, XO1 is a game where you're in a alien aircraft that is basically just a spear or a ball, if you will.
Yeah, it looked like a ball, like a pinball.
And the ball or spear had you can manipulate gravity so you could pull yourself down and let it go so you would release. And basically the whole game from start to finish was basically you doing that to roll down mountains or roll down hills and then shoot yourself up and then you could glide. That was basically the whole game. There was some story in there. I'm not exactly going to give any of that away because it was a 3-hour game. And if you're actually interested in it, pick it up. I will say the whole voice acting was all in reverse because I found this out later because someone joined the chat and told me. It's supposed to be in reverse because it happened in the past. So it's like they're going back in their memory to remember it all.
So who guessed that from the very beginning when you were saying, "Oh, you hear this demonic talk"? So I
You
was like,
said,
devil worshippers. I said, watch, it's really just going to be people, and it wasn't coming in very clear. So I was pretty damn close.
you were. I'll give you that. You were
And
damn
like the
close.
further along the game you got, the more clear the images that would pop up every once in a while started looking too. So
No,
that's
yeah.
kind of
Well, that wasn't even no. Because what you're thinking of is where the images randomly popped up.
yeah. But I'm saying that's what made me
That
think that the voices were going to clear up eventually too, because they started off kind of like barely showing
yeah, they never showed
these
up. They never
images.
cleared up. By the way, they were always backwards, even in the last cutscene.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd get flashes of images during your gameplay, but then they show the same images in the cutscenes with no flashing at all. So sure, you can have the pity point for that.
Pity? I don't need pity. I need credit, man. Give me some fucking credit, man.
I'll give you credit that you did say like it's probably like
They're actual people. You kept saying they're
Yeah.
like demons or aliens.
No, I
or...
said it sounded like demonic talk and shit. I was just thinking they were speaking in a different language and I didn't know what it was. But no, it's just English backwards, which is just demonic talk.
So you said it's a 3-hour game. You didn't say.
Oh yeah, so I did beat the game.
There we go.
3 hours doing it. It was fucking boring. I mean, it was cool. I liked the concept.
Beautiful. It looked good.
It was
I
the
mean, I
game
watched
was
the entire thing, so
yeah. You were in the fucking call with me.
I wouldn't let him quit playing because I wanted him to go ahead and beat it since it was hella short.
The game was fucking hella beautiful. There were a few levels where it kind of diverged from just falling down a hill, going up the hill.
The water shit was pretty stupid.
The water missions suck ass, but it did give
skip across like a rock though. So
that was pretty cool. My favorite one was that space level. Once that guy who was in the chat tried to describe it to me. So basically, you'd use the orbit of each asteroid to shoot off.
Shout out to the llama, by the way. What's up with that?
Yeah, do you remember the first
I don't know, it's something llama, but he's cool.
Yeah,
hopefully
he's cool.
He'll watch this and realize that we're talking about him. So
yeah, and that I just really thought that was a really cool concept to shoot yourself off using the gravity of each asteroid. It was really cool. But like I said, kind of boring and peaceful. I would say maybe play this in like threes every play it 3 times and you'll beat it hour at a time, or you're gonna fall asleep because I almost did. I literally was over here.
I was starting to kind of nod off a little too. That's why I started looking shit up. I'm like, how close is he? Let's see.
I will say the music's fucking fantastic. It sounds great. But there was a point where the music just kind of turns off, like you run out of music to listen to in the game, and all you hear is the really well done like spaceship noises and environment noises and stuff. I did notice like the graphics itself, most of the game looked pretty and stuff until you got to like the floor where it didn't look too detailed. But I mean, you're going to be zooming past it anyways, so just look at the sky. The sky looks gorgeous.
If you're going to lose detail, it might as well be on the boring ass ground or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the environments otherwise did look pretty cool.
In my opinion, I'd have to give this game like a fucking, I don't know, because it wasn't a bad game.
I'll say you can't lowball this thing too bad because I mean,
I want to say it was a 7, maybe 6.5. I'll give it 6.5.
That's fair, I guess.
Out of 10, only because it just felt so barren and so boring, and obviously it's not on the playlist anymore because I beat it.
You beat it, so yeah. Like again, this is like the one I beat. It's like no point. Like I have no reason to go back, and you have no reason to go back.
I will say to anyone who plays this game on Xbox, make sure you break the speed barrier in every single level except the space one, because you will get an achievement for it. In every single level, you get a new achievement. It's like 25 points each.
Just for breaking the sound barrier.
For breaking the sound barrier for 3 seconds, I think as it is. So, yeah.
And what was the like the fastest speed run that somebody beat this game?
Oh, the fastest speed run was apparently 18 minutes. Sorry.
Compared to the 3 hours. Like,
No. I didn't have 3 hours. I had sub 3 hours,
yeah,
which is
just
under 3
under
hours.
three. Just under two. It wasn't like it was 216
Well, that
or
mattered.
nothing. It was like
That
250
matters.
something. So
That's why it's called sub 3.
yeah. And those are
That-
achievements based on how long it takes you to, right?
Yeah, I also got an achievement for beating it under 180 minutes,
Just
which was cool.
zoom through it, like literally.
Or break the game, like the guy was saying.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your game. What was it? RoboQuest?
RoboQuest. So, well, one of the things you said early on, as soon as you joined the stream, was as soon as you joined the stream, yeah, the chat, you had noticed that it looks like look wise, it has the same basic art style as like Borderlands. It doesn't play anything like it to me, not at all.
No, that's not what I meant.
But
either.
yeah, because you were like, it looks like Borderlands. And I was like, I guess you must mean by that like the cell shaded, pretty artwork that just looks like it's hand drawn.
I feel like I would have specified if it played like Borderlands.
Yeah, it didn't play anything like it. It actually plays like a over the top first person shooter that's chaotic and crazy, and the weapons are ridiculous. And one of the things we need to know about this game is it's in a game preview stage, so it's not complete.
It's still like a beta.
It has its moments and it has its frustrations at the same time.
I will say we never got past any bosses.
Yeah, we get to the boss.
We got to
our asses handed to us
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and like I don't understand because it's a boss, but yet it's just like any other level is completely just full of enemies.
It was like overstocked on enemies.
Yeah, it had more enemies than typical. Usually when like some games you get to the boss, it's you and the boss, and then occasionally he'll
spawn little
wig out and then throw out a bunch of other little minions for you to destroy to help distract you from him or whatever.
Yeah, like the little yellow guys.
The game looks really cool. It's definitely fun. And it definitely shows the fact that it is incomplete as well. I feel like a lot of the situations were just kind of like stick and move. Like you had to take a couple shots and then run away. But the problem with running away is you don't get to go pick up the health that drops, because they'll drop it right where they die, which is usually surrounded by enemies. So like you got to bolt in and use your little shield or force field or whatever that thing is that doesn't last very long.
You did mention this while we were playing. You said that you can't be aggressive, but you can't stay back either because you have to get the health.
It's like you have to balance that out somehow.
And every health point every health orb you pick up just gives 1 point of health. Unless you got the upgrade, which I did later in one of our playthroughs, that gave me 35% more. So it was like 2 health points, which
and we were able to figure out that like if a little minecart thing is running across on a monorail, if you shoot it, it puts out a whole bunch of orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Which then you got to get under it and pick that shit up without dying.
Yep. You saw me fucking rush it a lot. But usually I'd grab it without taking any damage because my whole strategy was dodge as much as I could.
So the one true advantage to playing co-op is the fact that if you go down, your partner can pick you up.
So with that caveat too, I don't know if you noticed this when you were picking me up. What happens if the person picking the dead person up, half the health you have gets shared between. Yeah. So if I was at 200, you'd get 100 and I'd keep 100.
Yeah. So what really sucks is when neither one of you have very much health.
When you're both at 1,
you get picked up and then you get knocked right back down within one. Like, and these guys, I mean, the AI.
If you're not moving,
they do not freaking miss. No. So like you can't take like some of these weapons take like a whole lot of precision and aim, which takes time, and that within that much time you're going to get whacked because they'll shoot like fireballs or something at you, and it's hard to like move and shoot at the same time. And one of the problems I was having was at the very beginning when the game first loads up, the sensitivity is so freaking high. I couldn't even like control, like try to aim it that way. I had to turn that shit down some.
See, I didn't have that problem. I didn't
But
change
you
the
usually
sensitivity at
play
all.
like with high sensitivity on like COD and shit. I don't really go that high
Yeah,
either. So I mean, you were closer to being more at home than I was for that because
yeah.
I don't do high sensitivity. It just messes up my ability to be precise, I guess. Um,
Um, I will say one thing you did complain about was you could change your class if you unlocked them, and they show
which
that.
you have to beat a boss to unlock one of them, one type of class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have been able to experience a different class, but the problem with that is that's really the only class that had the shield, and that
Hmm.
was the thing we relied on the most.
Oh yeah,
So it would
I'm
have been
sure
kind of
we never
tragic not
got
to have a shield.
we never got to experience the other classes though. They could have other things that
Yeah, it
help
could have been
balance that
something
out.
that made up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were four
Uh,
classes, and we've only ever got to use the one because we couldn't beat a boss to unlock another one.
yeah.
Well, if we'd have kept playing, we would have unlocked a different one because it took like X amount of kills, and we didn't have enough. So if
Yeah.
we'd have played a little longer, but we already played 2.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah. Um, I know it wasn't my game, but I can actually see myself returning to this game.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
had a
you
lot
had
of
to
fun with
download
it.
it to play it with me, so
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
and so yeah, I mean, one thing about it being in game preview mode is that it didn't have any achievements. I'm not so sure we would have earned any, but probably.
There had to be some achievement, like upgrade
There's
a
usually
gun.
typical achievements just for playing together. Like as soon as you beat one round together, like there's an
Oh,
achievement or something
that's
like
something
that.
we should bring up. About halfway through each level, you'd run into like a room where it was random chance whether it's like you could buy a weapon from the guy or it'd be an upgrade station.
Or a perk or something you'd end up with.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get
Um,
to get some of your health back. There's
yeah, it was
always that little
20%.
health thing, yeah.
Unless you got the one thing that I picked up that gave me 4% more health return, which
I
adds up,
think
people.
I think the little question marks, like the things we weren't able to find, like there was like a question mark on the map, but we'd
Mhm.
hover all over that and couldn't find it. That could be something that's in the works and hasn't really been added yet.
I
You
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
I meant to go
Or
and look at stuff to see if I could figure it out
but
afterwards.
we
But
know that we need what is like 4 keys or 3 keys
there's
to
two
unlock some kind
keys
of door.
in the Oasis one. I don't know about the other way.
Yeah, there was a couple different doors and things that we weren't able to use, which I'd like to scratch that curiosity itch and find out what's there. But there's a lot of things we didn't get to experience that are apparently are in this game,
Yeah,
but it just would have taken a lot more of a grind to get there.
yeah. I would, like I said, I would definitely want to go back to this
Some
game.
of the weapons are very unique. Like I had one that was a mine gun where you shot out mines, and then in your other hand you pull the little trigger to make them blow up. So like you shoot them all out, and then it's kind of like C4. You set them all down, and then you pull the trigger and make them blow up. What else was there? There was one that looked like fireworks coming out of your gun. There's one called Grandma's shotgun. It's like a shotgun with some pretty good range to it. You had like dual wield pistols and SMG type guns and stuff like that you dual wield. Some of them that you expect to be great end up not being very great. They're just not very accurate. Some of them.
Hmm.
The mortar thing, you expect that one to be great, but it really just kind of sucks. Or at
Yeah,
least from my experience, it sucked anyway.
I found my favorite gun, and it got more better when I got one of those perks. The perks I got added burn damage to whatever gun I was using.
Elemental, yeah, you can pick an element though. They
Yeah, it
just
was you
burn.
picked
You
an
can pick
element, and I
one
picked
of
burn.
4 elements.
And the gun I was using was called an ice cannon, so it would freeze them and burn them at the same time. And I think that was the run we got the farthest at.
Yeah, because I had the flamethrower. That thing was just beast.
And at the end of that run, we got to the boss. You immediately died. And I was low on health, so I was literally just jogging, like running around the room. And every time my shield would recharge, I'd pull my shield up and kill one enemy. And until eventually they just got me and killed me. Which sucked because I was like actually making progress. I was like halfway done. But it was literally just me running in the big circle because like the boss room was like a big circle and there's no boss to per se. It's just a bunch of enemy robots. And you just destroy them to get through, I guess. And just doing a little research while you were talking, beating that boss room would have gave us a key.
Oh, you get a key from beating the boss?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I remember the little bit of primary research I did before I played the game. There's supposed to be like 3 levels in the demo thing that we were playing, and there's only going to be 5 when they're in the complete game.
There was also something I ran into while we were playing, and I only ran into it briefly, and I didn't realize what it was at the time. They have this system. They have another door that's locked, and you have to bring a quote-unquote buddy bot to it. Buddy bots are those little robots that have that are special types of those robots that have the traction wheels on the ground and stuff, whose eyes are green. You can walk up to them and make them a buddy, apparently.
So they're really trying to be like Borderlands with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I fucking
trap.
yeah. I ran into one and I saw that, and it just kind of escaped my mind. I'm like, oh, whatever, and killed it immediately. So that could have been a door we went into, apparently. Well, it was one of those things. I was moving so fast, it just flashed, and when I was reading about the key thing, and I saw that, I was like, oh, that must have been what that was.
So another cool thing was it seemed like every round had like a secret passageway where you have to beat like one little easy parkour looking puzzle to get to the end, and then when you get to the end, you take on a or you have 2 chests. One of them just automatically pops open, and the other one gives you a chance to pick up a weapon if you want it.
So, from what we've seen, there was on the map at least, it showed purple, and there was one that was orange. So the orange room was like a hidden room that you had to find your way into.
Ha! I clutched up on that.
Yeah, we only found one of those. But the purple one was some kind of puzzle or parkour or some kind of like jumping over laser beams or something.
That's what I was saying. You have to beat whatever little puzzle it was or whatever little obstacle course type thing just to get to it. It's usually something really simple anyway. It's just double jumping or timing it where you don't get hit by a laser or something.
Shit, there was one where like we both looked at it for a second. We were both like kind of afraid to go down there because it was you literally just jump and then double jump onto this area, but if you miss, you just fall to your death.
Like acid or some shit at the bottom.
It was like it looked like a bottomless hole to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you would have died or you would have spawned or something because neither of us fell in it.
And I don't think it kills you. You just fail and you don't get the prize at the end, like the 2 chests or something.
I don't know.
But anyway, those are cool. Also, they have like what I was calling it Tony Hawking, but they have the stupid. There's like rails that you can grind around and kind of like be like a badass action hero while you grind or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those were kind of cool too. So
yeah.
I mean, so if I had to rate this game,
I remember getting stuck on one of those too.
I would give this game like a 7. Currently it's going to be in the playlist. I don't think it'll ever make stay list, but it's going to stay in the playlist just to revisit and maybe try to do more. I don't know if it's going to stay on Game Pass when it's no longer in game preview, but some games stay in game preview forever, like Grounded or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see. But yeah, I mean, like I said, solid, easy 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
If it wasn't as frustrating and as much reliant on stick and move type crap, or maybe it's not, but that's how at least you have to play it with the with the first available character choice. The only character you can use. Because if you stay in there and just fight like hell, you're gonna go down really easily.
Yeah.
But we did notice that the more aggressive we were, and not quite as, because it's time. So like you get a score based on time. So however fast you beat it, you get a letter score like ABC. So we did notice that if we at least kept the pressure on and sped through it a little better, then
Yeah.
our grade was better. Because like the first couple levels we got like C's, and then we started getting like A's, but we never got an S.
And I will say that it was like a kind of thing where I was rushing in more and you were kind of being more defensive, or I was being defensive and you're rushing in more.
Which works
And
out better than both of us rushing in like
yeah,
idiots.
and it never seemed like one of us was dying more than the other. It seemed pretty even of who was dying
It
when.
just sucked when we were both like caught out in the middle dead because
Yeah. It would suck when the rusher got caught would die because then you have to, push up to get them. And there was no
use your
time to how long you had to wait to res someone, so you could clear out the whole field before you get them.
yeah, which would be hard by yourself.
Oh yeah. Um, but you played by yourself. Was it more enjoyable or
I mean,
easier with two?
like I said, the biggest advantage is that versus being by yourself, someone can pick you up. Because if you die by yourself, you're dead. That's it. Game over. Start over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the big advantage. I think they honestly like met like the same pressure was put on when it was two of us that there would have been with one. So I don't think
So
it's
they
like
added more enemies.
they either doubled the enemies to match the having two instead of one. So
Did you talk about how you could upgrade at your camp and stuff?
well, yeah, I mean you can upgrade your weapons. Typically it goes up like one, but you kind of spend all the stuff that you pick up.
Well, no. So
Energy cells, battery cells, whatever it
and
is. That's the
wrenches.
stuff. And wrenches. Wrenches upgrade the actual.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So
What did they call it though? The campsite or something stupid, whatever it
yeah, something
was.
like that.
So it makes
So
it where
they'll give you like special perks and shit.
well, instead of only getting one weapon to choose from,
get 3.
you get 4. Well, I was
Yeah.
getting 4, so
Yeah, I was too in the end. But the one I was looking at that I was like, this might actually help out towards later in the game was some weapons had an alt fire, what they called it. So instead of
some of them.
pressing the right trigger, you press the left. Well, there was an upgrade you could keep doing that would increase your chances of picking one of those up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if farther down that line, there's things like you get more health or this, that, and the third, which would make the game easier. Because this game was a roguelite. I don't know if you'd mentioned that or not.
Yeah, I mean, that was described when I read the description.
Yeah,
It's described as a first-person shooter roguelike with roguelike elements or something.
I thought it was enjoyable as hell.
Yeah, it's all right. I won't go that far. I'll just say that there's still a to be continued on that because depends on if it's already that hard at the beginning. I can only imagine like how much more frustrating and like difficult it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's one of those things where from what I noticed, like we had some of the guns all the way at the level 4, and you didn't really feel like you were winning any more than you were with it at level 1.
Yeah, it literally like each gun did like 5 more damage.
So ultimately, you're still getting like just beat up when you get crowded in. So
yeah.
So I couldn't imagine like it. You know how some games like the more badass you get, the easier the game gets.
Yeah,
I don't think this game's going to be that type of game. I think it's going to be like it's going to get harder.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're struggling at first, like I was, like basically you're going to really struggle midway and deep into the game because it's only going to get harder. I think the enemies will probably get more intense, take more to kill them, sort of stuff. So that was RoboQuest.
Yeah, the game was fun.
It's pretty cool. So I want to play a game, William.
Want to play a game?
Want to play a game.
Wasn't there a
So
Saw game?
yeah, huh?
Okay.
There is a
There's a
Saw game. It's
yeah.
terrible. It's
Is it?
terrible. Yeah.
It's a puzzle game, right?
The what?
Puzzle game, right?
I mean, basically, yeah.
Okay.
It's horror.
Sorry, I remembered that.
So I've been watching a lot of videos about people raging because
Dad,
I
what
tend
tell
to
you
rage. When I play
Mhm.
games, I tend to rage. Not, I mean, I thought I raged pretty bad, but after watching these videos, I am a saint compared to these guys.
Mhm.
So that made me think of a game. Not really a game so much as just it'll be fun. Anyway, I don't even know what you would call it. I guess we'll call it a game for the sake of because this is a game podcast. And what it is I'm going to call it how hard would you rage? How hard would you rage? So the videos I've been watching, people have been smashing all their equipment, busting up their tables, breaking their chairs over dumb shit. Like really, really dumb stuff that like most I would do is probably scream and cuss and shout out obscenities and maybe call their mom bad names or something. Do
Nowadays,
some
you
toxic
just do that.
activity, just briefly toxic, but I usually mute myself anyway, so I'm the only one that gets to
Here's it.
me in the neighborhood gets to hear me scream and holler at the game.
Nowadays, that's all you do.
Okay, one time, William.
It's more than once.
Just once. I've only ever broken anything one time over a game, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you've definitely thrown your controllers more than once.
I've tossed it up in the air and caught it though. That's it's like what's the guy's name? Happy Gilmore. Well, it was made out of wood, so I thought it wanted to be with his family. No, I only ever broke one thing. These guys are smashing the whole fucking desks and $300 monitors and busting their keyboard to pieces and like no,
Shit,
I'm not nearly as bad as these guys. I'd like to be. I like to say that.
I'm afraid I'm gonna break my fucking desk.
Yeah, yours is made out of glass, so that'd be hilarious. Yeah. Hilariously stupid that you got a glass one as it is. All right. So this is how hard would you rage? So I'm gonna come up with a scenario and I want you to tell me
100.
How hard you would rage. Like what would you do?
Oh, like morning.
And put yourself in the don't hide behind, well, I'm William. No. You don't get to hide behind I'm William, so that wouldn't happen. All right. Here's the first scenario. You're 1 kill away from a nuke, and your game loses connection to the server.
Well, that's simple. I would fucking turn off my game for the day and be like, all right, nope, not touching this shit for the rest of the day.
That's it? Have you ever had a nuke, William?
No, never.
Okay, neither have I. So what would I do if I...
Actually, I take that back, because right now we're having that problem a fucking lot, where the game's just fucking disconnecting.
And that's frustrating even when we're not doing well. So imagine if we were that damn close to a nuke and that motherfucker. Oh, so man.
I would definitely send a strong letter
hate mail
message to the feedback thing every time it pops up when the game crashes. I would send another
scan and repair, and then your description for scan and repair is go fuck yourself.
Oh, I mean, the last one I did was like, I spent $100 on this fucking game. Fix the shit.
Hey, I said fix this turd or some shit like that.
No,
I don't want to be too brutal because then they will end up kicking you out or whatever, banning you or some stupid shit. So for me, yeah, I would be absolutely devastated because I've been playing since the very first Call of Duty and have never had a nuke.
You should have had one once.
Yeah, that was Vanguard. And I was 24-0.
Was it Vanguard or was it Cold War? I think it was Cold War.
No, it was Vanguard. Cold War was different.
You were like 40-1 or something.
Yeah, I ended up 40-1. That was Vanguard. I was sniping on Vanguard in that snow round and I got killed in the dead middle of the 40. I was like, so I had 40. I went 40-1 for the whole match. About kill 24 was when I died. So, because I remember afterwards we looked to see what my highest streak was.
And then we looked up how much it took to get a nuke, and it was 25. And you're like, oh fuck!
But see, I died in that situation. Could you imagine if the game just disconnected? Like, that'd be way worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the idiot probably spawned behind me that killed me. You know, he didn't really earn it. It's like, oh, there's somebody right there. Bang. But
yeah. I also feel like if you knew what the number of kills to nuke was, you probably would have played just a bit safer at that point.
I was already pretty much being a little rat, you know, hiding behind trees and damn sniping. But I haven't had that much success since. I've had that much. I'm close to that on Cold War because I played Cold War a hell of a lot more than.
Yeah. I've definitely been close, but I'm pretty sure, like, usually I get around that point and the game just ends. It's like, well, fuck me.
Yeah, I made it even harder for myself because I like to play snipers only at that point. So getting all those kills in a row, you're bound to have somebody just completely blindside you with one shot.
I like the more shorter modes too, where it's like,
yeah,
you only get 5 rounds, but there's 5 people per.
Oh, you're talking about like search and destroy,
search and destroy, knockout,
prisoner, escape, or prisoner, whatever the hell it is.
Like the 3v3s.
Those are cool because you don't have to spawn. Since spawning is so awful, they'll save you that problem. You only spawn at the very beginning and you never spawn again.
And I really hope they bring back gunfight tournament.
I've already heard that they are bringing back gunfight. I don't know about tournament. All right, so second scenario, since that first one. You're about to break a record on a speed run, and your game freezes.
I would cry.
And you're right at the end.
I wouldn't even be mad. I would just cry because, dude, speed runs are like stupid hard. So, what I would imagine I would go for if I was doing the speed run would be like a glitch run. So you use glitches and stuff, or a regular speed run. Those take such precise movements and stuff like that. So if you're executing all that perfectly and you're about to break the record and it just freezes, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I've never really been one for speed runs, but
I mean, I haven't either. I like watching them.
I think if I was you have to put yourself in the people's shoes if it doesn't really match you. But like, if that was me and I was about to, seriously break a record and I know how good everyone else is doing it. Yeah, I'd probably break down into tears and go throw a fucking tantrum and beat up the ground or something.
Maybe while I'm crying, I'd throw something, but I think I would just cry. I think it's.
I just hate him. I hate him.
Oh my god! Why? Stupid Intel processor. I don't know what makes you
shit. Blame everything but yourself, even though it's probably like, well, I guess if it froze, it's not your fault. But
stupid headphones causing my computer to crash.
Fucking internet. Internet. No.
He's hacking.
Who's hacking though?
Mario.
The game hacked itself. Rigged.
The previous speedrunner holder hacked me and made my game freeze.
He hacked in at the last second, just in time. All right, so the third scenario is you die in the final level of a long, flawless run.
I think I have a gun around here somewhere, just or shoot it into the fucking computer screen.
I promise you this much: if I did that, I would never play that game again.
Oh yeah, I would never touch that shit.
So I don't care if I break the game because I'm never going to fucking play it. So if it's a disc,
take the disc.
Rare for me to have. So I'd have to just delete it if it's like downloaded on my, which is pretty much everything I get now is digital, but. Even though I have the disc version of the Xbox Series X or whatever, I'll still never probably will end up putting a disc in there. But yeah, if I had it, I would literally probably just hold it in my hand and like burn it and watch it just drip down and melt. And then probably burn my hand and start crying like a bitch.
I would actually have to agree with you there. I would just fucking never play that game again.
Because the Rage Bunnies will be hopping through my soul on that one.
I don't have the dedication to do shit like that just to fail.
There's no way I would start over, dude. That's why I don't play roguelikes and shit, man. Same fucking reason.
That's when you just go back to your last save, so it still counts as no deaths.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works for a real, true, flawless run. That's that's how you cheat and get the achievement for, like, not ever taking any damage in an
There you
entire
go.
round.
There
You
you
just
go.
save it every 10 seconds. Oh, I made it 10 seconds and didn't get touched. Or start memorizing where all the enemies are, exact locations and shit.
I mean, that's just smart if you're going to do something like that. Flawless run, you probably know where all the enemies are to pop up.
So imagine if you did a flawless run and you had no witnesses. You weren't recording. No one's gonna fucking believe you. Or even worse yet, you broke the damn speed record thing, but you did it at home. You didn't record it. You didn't have a witness.
Then you're fucking stupid. If you're trying to break a speed record, you should probably have your recording on.
Probably. But what if you didn't really know that you were going to do that well? You figure, I never win these. Holy shit.
It's like a practice round and fucking going.
And you can't stop in the middle and start recording because you're just going to ruin your time. So like, oh shit. Still, ultimately, it's your word then. Like, yeah, it didn't happen, William. Stop lying. It didn't happen.
Well, it don't count as a speed record unless you do record it.
I'm saying ultimately you'll know. You know what I'm saying? And maybe your friends would know if you like. So the reason I'm mentioning it that way is because we were playing Call of Duty Friday, right?
Oh my god, yes.
And I
didn't record. Why weren't you recording?
Okay, so I almost always am recording.
I don't know why I wasn't.
Something amazing happens. I'm always recording. Most of the time, nothing amazing happens when it's me, especially when I'm recording. That's the thing. So we were playing. Which one was it? I think it was Knockout.
Yes.
And my whole entire team died, and it's just me against the whole entire enemy team. And some odd miracle, I clutched up and killed every last one of them.
They kept running into you. You were in the fucking kitchen on that.
I was in the middle of like the lobby area of the.
It was a lobby, or I think it was a kitchen. It was a lobby or a kitchen.
The embassy or whatever that thing was, yeah. And the last guy though, he didn't do that. He ran. He was like opposite side of like a pole in the middle, and I basically had one chance to get him, and I had to switch weapons because I was out of bullets with the other one. So I slid in and took him out as the last kill. And all they had to do is if one of them or two of them would have picked up their partners, that would have totally decreased my chances. But no, I just took out all 6 and that was it.
Yeah. No, we both definitely had things like that. Like
yeah, there's always moments that you wish you'd been recording.
Same game session yesterday that you got fucking disconnected. And me and you have been playing our own little game on the side where if we don't get like 10 kills and knockout or whatever, we're losers.
Yeah.
And so like you immediately disconnected at 6 kills and I was already at 10. I said, don't worry, Dad, I'll get 4 kills for you. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4 within 5 minutes. And you weren't even there because you were resetting your computer to try to fix it.
Yeah.
It was literally 5
minutes. That's a long time.
It was seconds, like 5 seconds. It was literally like I killed one after another immediately after saying that. And I was screaming too because I didn't know you restarted yet. And when we talk or game and shit like that, we use the same program to talk. So for me, you were just staring at your screen because it froze while I was restarting. I'm just like, oh, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Let's go.
See what I'm saying? That would have been a good time to have the recording.
And then there was that same fucking match. I went 19 kills in, and the last kill I was trying to get was stolen from me, and I was screaming and raising hell. So I was like, no, I almost had 20. I was gonna be double winner.
Not loser. So
I was screaming obscenities.
I noticed like when a lot of like the big time whatever you want to call them, the pros or whatever, that they when they play for content too, they have to cheat, like not really cheat, but like find some weird advantage, either VPNing or some shit to find some advantage. I mean, there's no way, like, you've seen some of their videos where it look like the whole entire team is coming straight at them in one direction, where they're sitting there with a sniper just taking them all out and they're not even shooting back.
Kind of what happened to you, but you were recording to
No,
prove
I was
it.
all over that room though. It's funny, I was able to stay in that one room. Like I went to the one corner, dude bust through the doorway, I shot him. Then I ran around to another side, dude was coming in a different doorway. Because that's how these maps are designed. There's so many freaking ways in and out that you think you got one side covered and you get shot in the back. So I was basically like running around like a crazy person trying to make sure.
I'm so tired of getting shot in the back in that fucking game.
But that gun I was using, it's a Castall 545 or something like that. That thing is amazing. It has no recoil.
The gun I was using was literally the first time I equipped it to my loadout. It was the AK.
That was the 7.6. It's the AK. 7 Castall 7.62. Yeah, same idea though.
Yeah, I just unlocked it, and it was the first game I was playing with it on my loadout, and I was just mowing through them. Now I've added attachments, and I've seemed to have lost that mojo.
I've lost my mojo. So yeah, so I thought that was, I noticed like I found myself more often playing for content, but not like, obviously I don't have cheats and shit. I wouldn't use them if I had them. But
I do. I'm hacking right now.
I got wall hacks on you, buddy. I can shoot you from here to your house.
I know exactly where you're at right now, Dad.
I bet you do. But yeah, so I it's cool because when you have those moments, it means a hell of a lot more, and you wish you had recorded them though.
Yeah,
that sucked. I was like, man, the one time I'm not recording while playing this damn game, and actually get something that would have been worth recording.
Me and you were screaming completely afterwards. Ace! Oh my god, it was an ace!
It's really cool when it's an ace and it's 6 people that you took out.
Yeah,
like, not 4. Like,
so the whole ace thing comes from CS:GO too. It's 5 people in there. You kill the whole team and win.
CS:GO. There's a game I won't play. I've played it, but it's like, it's like Valorant, only even more like, ugh. No. I'd rather play Fortnite than either one of them, and I don't like Fortnite.
I would shoot myself before. Although they did add the no building, and I kind of want to try it with no building. But again, I'm tired of.
I've heard about that.
I'm tired of battle royale games.
Yeah.
And I kind of hate the whole one life thing, and then you have to sit there and remenu and everything like that, and it takes forever for.
I mean, like Apex Legends has a mode that isn't the bullet battle royale. I play it every great once in a while.
Well, I also I kind of like Apex Legends too.
I don't like the battle royale part.
I have to be in the mood to play the Apex thing, and it's usually battle royale. Yeah. But I'll play with friends. I'll never go into that game alone. The only one I ever go into alone battle royale style was Warzone, because they have the Rebirth Resurgence.
Because you never had the chance to play Blackout.
Yeah, I never
was on Black Ops 4. So Blackout to me was the first battle royale I even touched, because I'm like, I didn't do PUBG. I don't even know which one came first, chicken or the egg in this case, but
PUBG. It was DayZ, I think it was called.
You sure that was the first? I've heard of it, but I
think it came out before PUBG. I'm pretty sure it came out before PUBG. I don't think it's one of the ones that made it big. I think PUBG had more of an impact.
What is this, H1Z1 or some shit?
H1Z1, that's what I'm thinking.
That's the one you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it had as big of an impact, and of course Fortnite's the one that had the biggest impact, because now every company's doing it thanks to Fortnite.
Yeah. Fortnite. Ugh. No thanks. So yeah, that was just something I thought would be kind of cool. to talk about playing for content because
Yeah.
it's like whatever. So we so we were streaming on Twitch.
.tv?
Yeah, twitch.tv. At what? At who?
Dash Mystery 8 Ball.
At Mystery 8 Ball or at Mr. Mew Will. So have you noticed lately on Twitch that if you want to watch somebody, because it was kind of funny.
Okay.
So I had a reason for wanting to watch this guy, and I've talked to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dude that has more rage than me and Will combined, as well as 10 other me's added in there. This dude, his name is Patchouli. Excuse me. Damn. He rages so bad. He plays a lot of different games, but mostly he plays a lot of COD, which will make anyone rage, and especially Warzone. He plays
Especially
a lot of
fucking crashes every 10 minutes.
when it crashes and things like that. Well, he has one of those like boxing dummies that sits beside him. His name is Steve. So I got thinking about that situation. I was like, you know what? Let me go check out his Twitch because he was in those videos. He's a good example of the
What'd you say his name was?
Patchouli is like Pchooly or something like that.
PCH.
Anyway, so I was like, let me go check him out. So I jump in. He happens to be live. I guess he's live a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I try to jump in, man, and literally now you have to watch 7 ads. 7 freaking ads. That's fair.
So I can tell you why that
start
is.
watching. And it literally counts them. It's like 1 ad of 7, 2 ads of 7. And it's like by the time I got to this, I was like, man, never mind.
So
I wonder if that's what happens to people, like why people don't want to. Less people are wanting to stream on Twitch, which I'm starting to wonder if I don't want to just stream on YouTube. And that's part of it is like I'm monetized on Twitch.
You're affiliated.
Yeah, I'm affiliate, but I'm still monetized.
Yes.
I wonder if they have to watch 7 ads and they're just like, or nah, I don't want to watch this shit, and then just do like I did because I decided against it. I'm like, dude, I'll check him out some other time.
So, I believe the reason this is now that there's like so many more ads before you can watch someone, because even before your videos, there's more ads or before your streams, there's more ads I have to go through to watch.
All you gotta do is use your Prime thing, and you're subscribed, and you don't have to.
Yeah, but I'm already using it on someone else.
Why would you use it on your podcast partner?
Fuck you. It was already being used before you started streaming.
Whatever.
Anyways, I think it was last month or the month before, Twitch announced that they're going to now take from everyone, whether you're affiliated or partnered, they're taking a 50-50 split after so much revenue is made. So beforehand, it was, for instance, you're affiliated. They take a 50-50 split of your payment.
Mm-hmm.
For someone who is partnered, they would only take 30%, and then the partner would get 75 or 70%. Now it's after they make like, I want to say it's like $200,000. It's not cheap. After they make that much, it now goes back to being 50-50 for partners. So I think
they're trying to just overload them with freaking ad revenue that they don't pay. They pay like a penny per ad.
That's exactly what I think it is that they're trying to, or it could be that you're
because it took me several months before I finally got one payout.
I think it was, or it could also be your Pahuli guy is setting his stream. Patchouli is setting up his streams to play 7 ads, so he doesn't have to put them in later on while he's playing.
Or so it doesn't just. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, but it wasn't just him. It was literally I went into Nadia just to be whatever you want to call it because I was curious how she plays Modern Warfare 2.
It could be a common thing right now people are doing is putting all their ads at the beginning so they don't have to throw one out during their stream.
So I went to Nadia.
Your favorite?
She is toxic as hell. Holy shit. All she does is talk shit to everybody. People in her chat were like, I'll do 5 gifted subs if you would just not be toxic for one round, and it about killed her to do it. She played very well, so anybody saying that she's just getting shit on is lying, because she actually did really well, and it was search and destroy.
She's probably cheating.
That I couldn't tell you. I mean, I couldn't see it, but you know how she does. She looks way up and to the left or whatever. So yeah, so what do I know? Like I said, she could have a huge ass screen or whatever. But anyway.
Did you see that video where it was one guy who literally showed the top 10 cheaters who exposed themselves on stream?
Yeah, I've seen the videos where they forgot to turn off their
you could see it in their,
while they were going through their hacks and shit, like their list of hacks.
I can't wait till that happens to Nadia, because she's cheating.
She jokes about it too. Oh, and she's just like, ugh. She's not classy at all either. Some of the shit she was saying in her.
I love the idiots who fucking have it on their screen. Like, no, I don't. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Sorry. I just imagine Nadia in that same situation. It's like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? It's not there.
I mean, nothing she did looked like she was hacking. I mean, she did die some. She just clutched up a lot. And
real.
Yeah, you got to sell it, right? Yeah. Oops, I died. Oh, I will get revenge very next round and just kill everybody. But
yeah, I'm still on the bandwagon that Nadia cheats.
So Nadia is toxic, but Patchouli, holy shit, dude. I've never seen anything. He would beat poor Steve half to death, man. He'd get up and just start just beating him and slamming him all over the place.
You know,
get on top of him and ground and pound him.
while we're on this subject, I want to make a announcement to Steve that we would love to have you on.
Love to have you on, man. Come on, Steve.
If Patchouli has to be there too, I guess he can. But we really want Steve on.
We don't want you to get beat up over this, but you get beat up anyway, so yeah. Come on, Steve. We'd love to have you as a guest. You can be our first guest on our podcast.
Yep.
We'll save a special spot for Steve.
Steve the dummy.
Steve the boxing dummy or whatever.
Man, then I won't be the only dummy here.
Ha! Ain't that the truth? We got a crash test dummy.
That's what I wanted to be when I grew up, a crash test dummy.
Goals. So that's cool. Yeah. I just wanted to, talk about that because Twitch is just insane with that. The 7 ads, and what you were talking about was kind of the reason I thought it was just load them all up at first and then never show them another ad.
Well, did you even know about them doing that though? The changing the 70-50 or 70-30?
Yeah, I knew about that, and I knew that had a lot to do with why everybody was switching over to. Not to mention, already the ad revenue is way better on YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, and YouTube doesn't take as much of your money. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have anything monetized. It's a lot harder to get monetized on YouTube. Unless you're a cute girl, and then that's a whole different subject.
I got the Kawaii headphones. I should be able to qualify as cute girl.
I hear you. That's a bearded girl.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Oh no. So pick a topic there, William. Let's move on.
So while we're on the whole Twitch thing, let's talk about subscriber only chats and stuff like that.
That's annoying too. So that's actually on YouTube where it says subscriber only, and that was getting annoying because I was.
Well, there is this option for Twitch too.
Yeah, it's you have to follow to chat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, no,
if your YouTube one is you have to subscribe and have been subscribed for 5 whole minutes. So you can't just subscribe and then unsubscribe. Subscribe, troll them, say something stupid, rude, or make, do some self-promoting or something, and then leave. You have to subscribe, stay in there for 5 minutes, and then talk. So to me, I would rather subscribe to the one that doesn't sit there and force you to subscribe in order to chat. Like, if you let me chat for free, buddy, I will subscribe.
Yeah, if we sit there and have a conversation and shit.
Yeah, and it seems like a really cool laid back channel or something that, you
I don't know about
already
you.
have stuff that interests me, and the fact that you're cool enough to respond to my
chats and shit.
Chat, yeah.
I don't know about you, but I usually go towards smaller streamers too, because they do.
I do too.
Yeah. It sucks going into someone who has 1,000 fucking viewers.
Yeah, and the stream is, I mean, the chat's going 100 miles an hour up. Yeah, and no one can read that and keep up with it. I have a couple channels that I like to watch that actually respond when I say stuff. Like, I understand when they don't respond because someone's just being a dick and saying a lot of stupid stuff and just trying to be a jerk. Typically, they'll respond to that and have their mods kick them out or something. They'll be like, "Hey, man, you need to stop, or we're gonna get rid of you or something." But
yeah,
I don't know. So the flip side of that though is lurkers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand lurkers. Like, at least announce that you're here. Hey, I'm here. Checking out your whatever you're doing, your stream. Something like I hate when I look up and I'm streaming and there's like, say there's 2 or 3 people that I know are there, but it shows 5, and there's obviously 2 of those never even bothered to put one thing in the like in the chat, one comment at all.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, damn, say something, man. But I mean, thanks for watching anyway, but still.
Yeah, I get that. Some people just want the background noise, and I can understand that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it at work or whatever, and sometimes, when you're working, all you can really do is listen, so you can't sit there and type or whatever, depending on how slow it is at work or whatever. So I understand to a certain degree, but damn, say something so I know you're there.
Say something, anything.
Yeah, so I know you're there. So that's just a thought. What else we got?
Oh, you want to tell me about the bad news now?
Ha! William's bad news.
You want me to try to guess it first?
No, I don't. Because I hated that you kept trying to figure it out. That's stupid. I should have never told you nothing. So you were getting really close. The bad news is that this month, Subnautica will not be on Game Pass anymore. It will be leaving Game Pass.
So I already knew this.
Yeah, of course.
It's the 16th, I think it goes away. Same day as Warzone.
Same day Warzone hits. Yeah. That one goes away.
That's not for me looking up anything. I saw that yesterday when I was looking to download my game.
I noticed it today, matter of fact. That's why I added that. And I was like, you know what? Let me break the bad news.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
I know you don't really care, but I don't think you would ever would have went back to it, honestly.
I mean, I actually thought about playing it again, like when I'm bored. I'm just like, maybe I'll play some Subnautica.
Yeah, it's one thing to think about it. It's a whole other thing to actually do it, execute it. So
yeah. But no, I saw that yesterday, and I was like, oh damn, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, now I can't bring that up as my reference for Game Pass games.
It's all right. You'll find another hidden gem of some sort.
I gotta bring up XO1. Everyone, you should go play XO1 if you need a nap.
Play XO1 if you're having trouble going to bed. Watch the little ball spin around.
Everyone should go play Loot River.
Oh God, play Loot River so you'll rage and throw something. Or pull a William. Fuck this game. I ain't never playing it again.
Never played Mech Warrior though. Fuck that game.
That's still that didn't look as frustrating. It just looked boring.
It was so fucking stupid.
I
It
could
was
deal
so
with a boring game before I can a frustratingly stupid game. So, what else? What else we got?
Do you want to hit another topic, or you want to do our
Yeah,
wheel
let's hit another
spins?
topic. We just went over an hour, over just a little over an hour now. We'll hit
All
one
right.
more topic and then we'll get into our wheel spin.
You want me to talk about how procrastinating is going to kill me?
Sure.
So, as you know, I'm trying to build up my collection of retro games and retro consoles. And specifically here, I want to talk about the Pokemon games and the Game Boy Colors. So, for the not even just Game Boy Colors, I guess Game Boy Advance too. For the Pokemon games, every game up until the newer ones are connected to a color, right? You got Pokemon Black, White,
Yeah.
Red, Blue.
Just name a color. There's probably a Pokemon. Is
Well,
there a teal,
the newest ones are Scarlet and
chartreuse,
Violet.
and
No, there's nothing like
lavender?
that. The newest ones are Scarlet and Violet.
There we go. Getting close.
What I wanted to do for at least the original 3 or 6 games was I wanted to get, I have the original 3, so it's red, blue, and yellow. And if I really want, I can buy a Japanese version of Pokemon Green. And I wanted to get the original game cartridge and the Game Boy that matches the color of the game and have them all in a case together where it's like the games over the Game Boy. But I had this realization the other day while I was looking at prices and stuff because I always check to see if anything just drops out of nowhere. And I had the thought, I was like, none of these ever drop. They're always going up. The longer I'm going to wait to do this, the more expensive it's going to get. And it really sucked for me. I was like, so that means I'm going to eventually have to pull the trigger or just forget about doing it in general. Or spend a fuck ton of money.
Sounds like a real undertaking. Like it's gonna take time. So it's not even really like one of those. The longer I do it, of course it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
The question is, have you even started?
Yeah, I got like I said, I already have 4 out of the 6 games I would do that for. So.
You don't have a single one of the.
I don't have a matching
color Game Boys, and that seems like it's going to be the real.
The hardest one is going to be there's Pokemon Crystal. I don't really know what Game Boy to use.
Clear. It'd be like a clear one.
I got like an Atomic Purple one that I was kind of thinking, but I think an Atomic Blue would look better.
Probably.
I would have to show you the cartridge and compare it.
It'd have to have like a transparent case, though. You have to see the guts on the inside of the. For something like that.
Yeah, the Atomic ones are all like that. They're transparent. Okay. You can see through. Yeah. And actually, besides whether or not I get green or not, because green was Japanese exclusive when they brought it over to America, it was blue. I might actually pick up a Japanese version of Crystal because of how Crystal was made in Japan. In Japan, it's made where if you turn the cartridge over, it's completely transparent. And there's like a little crystal designed into the chip. We didn't get that in America. It's just a small detail that I'd rather have. Plus, it's cheaper. So.
Okay.
It was just a thought I had the other day, and I thought I'd bring it up. This sucks that the more time I wait, the more expensive it gets, but it's also going to take time to do all this.
Yeah. It will. Also, it sounds like it. It sounds like it's going to take a seriously long amount of time.
Well, shit, even if I got all the stuff now, I don't exactly know how I'm going to do the casing with the foam in it. I don't know if there's someone who I could like go through to custom make that or whatever. I just think it would make a pretty good, like a pretty nice piece in a gaming room or something.
Yeah, I've seen where nerds have done stuff like that. Yeah. Like have like old consoles and old controllers. I've seen people have a whole wall full of damn controllers.
Dude, there's this sick. It's Etsy store.
Random shit.
There's this Etsy store that you can either send your device in, or they'll provide one for an extra charge. where they'll literally take it apart and they'll have it in a picture frame type deal with every single part out and labeled. It's real cool. It's stupid expensive though,
Seems like
but it's really cool. I might have to show you that after the thing.
somehow like collecting seems like one of those things that just
Not for
takes
you.
no, it takes a lot of money. It's not something even though like
Yeah. Especially when you want to collect expensive things like me. The things I just fall in love with are expensive.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
most of my figures that are up here on my shelf, they're not expensive.
most hobbies worth having are expensive, man.
Yeah, we've brought that up
I
before.
kind of admire the people that like I like to read or whatever. It's like, but that's so damn cheap though. Like
I would love to.
you can get
Love
a
to read.
book in one form or another for pretty freaking cheap usually, or or I enjoy walks in the park. That's fucking free, man. Good job. Just walk your
I
ass in the
used
park.
I used to enjoy walking until I started working.
Yeah. Well, duh. As far as that goes, I used to like to ride bikes and shit, Imagine me riding a bike now.
I brought up the other day. I was like, I miss riding bikes.
I mean, that's
I
things that you
constantly,
did because you didn't have to. You just wanted to.
yeah,
Now you're like, shit, I don't even want to.
I contemplated buying a bike the other day because I missed. I was like, no, I'm too fucking tired for that. It's like at a Goodwill or something. It was like $5. I'm like, no, I'm too tired for that shit.
Yeah, I'd break myself trying to do some shit like that now. Especially all the tricks and shit I used to do. Like, yeah,
I have skateboards still that never get used.
I was never much of a skater.
They're in my closet. They've been there since I moved into this place.
Yeah, I had a snowboard that was
I still want to go
really
snowboarding.
cool that I never even got to use because it got ruined. But go figure.
Yeah.
So yeah, any hobbies? Still imagine that though. Okay, a snowboard. I got mine for free because it was part of a display at a grocery store that they took down the display. It was cool. It's a Sobe.
Oh, really?
Sobe snowboard. It was like 5 foot
Oh,
or 6 foot. It was awesome. I got it for free because the vendor just gave it to me when he took his display down.
like I don't want this. Can you fucking take it off my hands?
Thing is, though, I still didn't have like the shoe things that you attach to it.
I mean,
Because
those are
I've
probably
been
cheap.
snowboarding before, and they're expensive. That's the expensive part.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're more expensive than the board, really.
I guess that way with skateboards too. You can get cheap decks and really expensive tracks and stuff.
I would say probably the one I had was probably like a $300 or $400 board. I got for free.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was I forget the brand, but it was one of the hot like big deal brands or whatever, like the pros use and shit. So it might have been more, but that's about what I priced it at back then. But it got ruined. Got left outside, played with in grass and shit and whatever. So yeah. So if you're ready, we'll go ahead and move on.
Well, before we do our wheel spin and stuff, I wanted to bring something up. Me and you have been talking about. Me and you wanted to go to Micro Center and do a little recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to do like retro gaming, like going retro shopping and just game shopping in general, and go do vlogs with it.
Again, that's something you got to have extra money for. So
Yeah. I'm not even.
neither one of these are going to be happening anytime soon. That's kind of
No,
why
I'm not
I
even
really
talking
put
like.
it as a topic for like.
I'm just wondering if people would want to see that. Like, if you guys would want to see that, or if it doesn't interest you at all, because I mean, these are still things we're probably going to end up doing, but if no one wants to see it, we won't fucking record it.
So in context, the trip to Micro Center was going to, first of all, I don't live within 3 hours of a Micro Center, so it'd be a trip. It'd be a legit trip.
Yeah, I'm like 2.5, I think.
The purpose of it would be the first time personally building a PC. Yeah.
But I mean, if no one's interested in watching it, I don't want to record any of that stuff. And I only thought of bringing it up now because it's about Thanksgiving time and Christmas time.
Black Friday.
It's Black Friday, and probably when I'm going to be coming up to see you.
Yeah.
Somewhere in these 2 months, or maybe January.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'd throw it in here now because we might go retro shop, or we might go to your game stores or something like that while we're up there. I don't know. We haven't even
So,
talked about when I come up there or not. Or if I will be this year and it won't be January. Because I probably won't come up for. Yeah, I guess if I don't come up for Thanksgiving, I won't come up for Christmas. It'd probably be like January. Either
way, we'll make it happen somehow.
4 fucking houses to go to for those things. I go
So ridiculous.
between both her parents, and both of you guys.
Yeah, that is
Right.
definitely.
Yeah, but like if people are interested in seeing that, mention it in the comments. Because I know I occasionally like watching those kind of videos. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Or like specify which one you'd want to see. Do you want to see us go game hunting, or do you want to see us doing PC builds or visiting Micro Center for the first time?
All
You know,
that
with the
sounds like it should be fun.
the game hunting, I figured we'd just visit like local gaming stores too. Like we're not gonna go to fucking GameStop or Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Micro Center for the
Oh yeah, for the PC.
PC parts, because I've
But if
always
we're
wanted to go to Micro Center. I might as well have a
yeah,
purpose for going.
Austin Evans showed me Micro Center, and now I want to go
Yeah,
every day of
Austin
my
Evans
life.
got me into honestly believing that I could put a fucking PC together. So
I'm afraid to do it. Honest to God.
I'm not now. I mean, like when I watched this video, basically all he did was reaffirm all the shit that I already knew, and then added a couple more hints and things that would be helpful.
Yeah, but I would do something stupid like press down just a bit too hard on something and it'd break.
That would be dumb. Snap! Oh shit! I just busted
There's
all the
$500.
pins. I tried to push the stupid CPU into place. No, don't do that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's something I'd love to do. Like, I'd love to get a computer made, but I don't know if I want to do it myself, honestly.
Shit. Yeah, I know it took a lot just to get you to put your own damn SD card in the laptop.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to do shit like that.
I had to
It's
fucking
one
hold
thing
your hand through it, like.
It's one thing for me to go and repair something that's already broken, but these are things that aren't broken yet that I'm doing. I don't know, maybe I just need to do it once or twice and I'll get the confidence though. So
Maybe.
I know if they have that Evangelion computer case, I'm definitely picking it up.
The who?
It's called Evangelion. Watch one of his videos.
Are you sure it's not Leon Lee or Leon Lee?
It's Evangelion. It's an
I don't know
anime.
what the hell that is. Oh yeah, you're talking about something totally fucking different.
It's a computer case.
Well, this was a computer case. The one
Yeah.
I saw, but that was just the name of the brand was Leon Lee. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't even want it because it's an anime either. I think the color combination's just fucking gorgeous with the lights in it too. I want one. They're so fucking pretty, dude. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I might not even have the money to fucking get any of this shit though.
Oh well.
Because ideally, I would assume this stuff would probably happen around tax time when we're both gonna have good money.
I wouldn't go unless I knew I had the money to get what I wanted. So,
I mean,
right now, man, is a perfect time because graphics cards are like the most
cheap.
expensive part, and they're like super cheap compared to like beginning of the year when you couldn't find them, and they were.
God, yeah. When I had the money to build a
inflated.
PC and I couldn't fucking find the parts. COVID bullshit.
So, wheel spin.
Wheel spin.
All right, so my I don't know why this is looking like total shit, but I think we can still kind of make out what it says, and if not, I have it in my hand anyway.
Yeah.
So for some reason, it's blurry as hell. Like, I don't know. I tried to like cut it off and cut it back on, but it still looks bad. So we're still gonna try it. You'll see here in a second what I'm talking about. Look how bad that looks.
Oh my god, why is it so blurry?
I have no clue, but oh well. Because compare it to the rest, like this part looks nice, but then that part looks like shit.
Let's do you first.
Mine first. Okay, so if we can't read it on there, I'll still tell you what it says.
Yeah, that's fine.
So before we do this, I know I told you about it, but I'm gonna tell our viewers.
Oh yes.
I added a couple of bonus segments to our wheels. There's 2 of them on William's wheel. There's 2 where William gets to pick his game if it lands on it. But then there's also 2 where I get to pick the game for him, and then vice versa. So on my wheel, I have 2 where I can pick it and 2 where he gets to pick.
So is this just an excuse to make each other miserable?
No, you're the troll, man. You're the troll. If I want to make you miserable, I would purposely put the shittiest games possible on your
Yeah,
wheel.
because you put the games on here for me.
Right, so stop trolling. No, this is not an excuse or not.
I would honest to God want you to fucking pick something terrible that I'm gonna hate. I think that's more fun.
It's not that fun though. You have to stream for 2 hours, man. You don't get to be a bitch and quit after an hour. So
when did it become an hour or 2 hours? You said
it was
an hour
always
to
2 hours. No, it was always 2 hours. You tried to say it was an hour.
I bet I have
give it 2 hours.
I bet I have the text message where you said an hour to 2 hours at least.
I bet you don't. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. Let's imagine that you're right, so you don't sit there and try to look that shit up for an hour. All right, ready?
No.
It's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Why are you not ready? Jesus. I don't know if I can handle it.
I can't handle the answers, man.
Spin.
Oh my fucking God.
Here we go. Yeah. That's terrible.
What the hell?
I'll tell you what it says since
It says fade to silence PS4.
So I got another damn PS4 game. Fade to silence.
Yeah.
Why does it look like shit? I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, see if we get an ad. Yep. I have to V-Fly.
V-Fly.
Helps you get noticed in Google's
Wheel.
Oh, look, it cleared up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's back. Who knows?
Oh, fuck. Spin.
I'll say the ad came in pretty clear, didn't it?
Wheel. Of course, I'm going to make sure that stuff comes in clean. Oh, it's clean again. Nope.
Look, the ad's on the bottom. Contrast. Good luck with that.
All right.
All right, let me quit sharing here and we'll look up and see what our
games are
all about. Oops. There we go. You got contrast and I got fade to silence. Is that what it was?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, got it. I looked up fucking contrast and it pulls up some movie.
Nah.
Oh, I guess I have to watch a movie. Contrast is a puzzle platformer developed by Compulsion Games, set in a 1920 style jazz themed world. Ooh, that sounds great. Players take the role of Dawn, a mysterious invisible woman who has the power to become a shadow on the wall and use the shadows as platforms. Only Dee Dee, a young girl whom Dawn aids and protects, can see her.
So that sounds pretty cool.
Okay. When I said contrast, I was afraid it was going to have something to do with colors.
Maybe that's the art style.
You got the name of the, yeah, I do. It's definitely what they described, like a 1920s looking game with the. I would say it's pretty looking.
Cool. So here's Fade to Silence. Fade to Silence takes place in a frigid post-apocalypse. Winter is never ending, and there's now a more Lovecraftian threat enslaving the land. You control Ash, a tribal leader who is naturally tasked with recovering any survivors, uncovering the past, and trying to rid the world of monsters. I hate in the fact that, it's a survival RPG, so at least I was able to see. I was about to say, I hate that in all that it didn't say the genre of game. It looks really cool.
You got a survival RPG.
Yep.
Lucky.
Oh, Lord. But it is a challenging survival RPG in an open world. Ugh.
It's your favorite things, man.
No, well, I don't mind if it's challenging as long as it ain't overly difficult for the sake of difficulty. Like,
Yeah, but I meant it's both a survival game
but
and
it's open world. Ugh. Yeah, and you got to collect resources and do all the weird survival shit. So yeah, that should be fun. But it does look really cool. It kind of looks like God of War ish. I mean, this third person, you see your guy, like you're not. And the environments look kind of cool in the pictures that I'm looking at.
That's good. Everyone remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Do it.
And the secret word is jelly beans. If you made it to the end, comment jelly beans. I was Will.
James.
Oh, we should probably tell them when we're be streaming.
Oh, judging by probably Friday again.
Yeah, same.
So I'll usually stream before he streams because
I have kids.
yeah, and it wouldn't make no sense for us to both be streaming at the same time.
And those fuckers are loud.
Kids,
Yeah.
They're expensive and loud.
Yeah. And you can find me at twitch.tv/mewbill.
And I'll be on twitch.tv/Mr. Yeaball, just as it's spelled on the screen.
Yep. And after next week, I might start using YouTube.
I may very well. I don't know. I might even be on you. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it next week, maybe. We'll see.
To be determined.
Yeah. I haven't really verified what you said before, but I think, well, maybe I did, and I'm still not allowed to. If you're monetized on or whatever it's called, affiliate, you're not
I think
allowed
it's
to.
you.
Because I remember you said I could, and then I looked it up, and I was like, nope, I still can't.
I want to say it was changed to where you can, but you can't do it at the same time. So you can't.
Well, yeah, you're allowed to. That didn't change. You were allowed to do that anyway.
Oh,
you're allowed to be a streamer on YouTube as well as a streamer on Twitch. You just couldn't do it at the exact same time. Like stream the same content, and if you can, because you're not affiliate.
Yeah, the fuck they gonna do to me? Gang, gang.
Yeah. So if I was you, that's what I would do, man. Problem is, it's hard to keep up with both chats. I think that's part of like the weird thing. Like if you got a couple watching on each one, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Catch us next week. Bye.
Bye.
We're all noobs.